Hello everyone, welcome to the sixth seminar of the Aspire4Impact seminar series, which is done with the collaboration of 1511 Rolling Thunder, 3990 Tech for Kids, 5614 Team Sycamore, 6429 Fourth Dimension, 6652 Tigres, and 6865 Manitoulin Metal, which are all teams that have won the uh, first Impact Award finalists in the World Championships in the past previous years. We will discuss about Lego Spike sets for outreach events. So once again, welcome to the Aspire4Impact seminar series. As always, all of these meetings will be conducted live on Sundays at 11 a.m. with Eastern Time, and the next seminar will be about financing the team on 22nd of December. Please be aware that all of these meetings will be recorded, and we, as the collaborating teams, keep the right to publish it on our social media accounts. Please note that no personal information such as your team, such as your name, will not be published. However, if you wish to ask a question through turning on your microphone or typing through the chat, we keep the right to publish that too. But speaking of questions, as always, we're here to guide, here to mentor, we are here to assist. So if you have any questions, please don't feel any hesitation to ask any kind of questions related or not related to the topic. But please do not interrupt the speaker and save your questions up until until the end of the seminar. So without further ado, let's have a quick look over today's agenda. We will talk about Lego spike sets, and as 6429, we will discuss on Lego education process. So before starting the actual slide, please remember that this is what Fourth Dimension does, but we do not imply that this is the best way. Every team has their unique structure, every team has their unique dynamic. So this doesn't necessarily mean that this will be the most effective way for your team, but you can adapt this by taking notes and discussing and brainstorming. And you can adapt this system to your own team, but you don't have to necessarily take the whole system and replace it within your team. So we start by deciding the age group. One of the benefits of the spike sets is that they are divided into spike essential and spike prime sets. So they address a wide range age group, which allows us to address more children. So afterwards, we determine the content that is appropriate for the age group, which I will discuss in the next slide. And then we prepare our spike sets and we organize the education. We do the education sessions, and then we have the after education process, which my teammate Opier will talk about in more detail. So age group specific content. As I said, Spike Essential allows you to have educations, conduct educations within a wide range age group, starting from primary school up to sixth grade, but there is no kind of a upper age limit, but we tend to use more sophisticated sets like EV3 sets and other brainstorm, I believe, other sets with uh, students with a higher age. So starting from first grade, we use Spike Essential sets with primary school. It includes more building blocks that allows children to turn their imagination into creation. We try to focus more on inspiration of engineering, and we try to uh, try to make them have an idea of what engineering is. But with middle school children, we try to use Spike Prime, and it involves more design pieces, what we call, that includes motors, and other programming devices that allows children to develop their engineering skills and have a more comprehensive idea of designing, assembling, and then programming. So my teammate Oki can continue on.
I'm going to be talking about after education process. So firstly, piece counting and packaging. This step is important because, as you know, sets are expensive, and at the same time, we need to comply with the sustainability principle. And as our team really find this important, and if we want to use our sets with the same efficiency, with the same functions in our other projects, then we need to protect them, and we need to properly store them. So this is what it's about. And the other one is piece sorting. We do this after leaving the education. After returning from the education, basically we carefully separate pieces from each other. And all the pieces, we count them, and we see if there is any piece that is damaged or not, and if they are good to use for the next project. And all the pieces are put back into their categories accordingly to their usage. And we don't do this at the centers that we go to because we just don't want to waste our time there. We want to focus on our education. Getting feedback. So as Forte mentioned, we aim to improve ourselves by receiving feedbacks on any subject that you can think of. To our education, to our attitudes, we just want to receive feedbacks from the professionals professionals that are there at the centers waiting for us. And survey, we ask people certain questions before and after our education to see what they have gained and what did they learn. We want to look if there's anything to add to the project to make it better, and see the differences between before and after, basically. And document outreach. Basically, this is about entering data on how many children we have reached. You can, if you want to get more information about it, it is on our YouTube channel, Fourth Dimensions. We can skip this. Education impact. So yes, we are doing these projects, but what do we aim? What's the goal? Our most important point here is to inspire children to leave an impact on disadvantaged groups, to our future engineers. And maybe these kids have never heard STEAM in their entire life, and we just want to show a path to them. And our goal is to support the future engineers and encourage them. If I have to talk about creativity and motor skills, basically with Spike Prime sets, we increase creativity and we teach children to look from different perspectives to the world and to express themselves better. And we observe and develop their motor skills and technical skills. And the fourth, practicing teamwork. I explained all these things to you, and every single one of them includes practicing teamwork. And they have to work together to have a good chemistry within them, have a good impact on others.
So unfortunately, Team 1511 isn't present here, but they have sent a video of their presentation so that we can also watch their presentation.
Hello, we're Team 1511 Rolling Thunder from Penfield, New York. I'm Hannah, this is my 4th year on the team.
And I'm Monica, and this is my 2nd year on the team, and we're going to be talking about how and when to spike. Spike usage. Are you wondering how to further your outreach and engage kids? Spike Prime allows volunteers and students to learn simple coding and teach others with their newfound skills. Spike can be used in many areas, whether you have small or large amounts of time. The size of spikes also makes them easy to transport to various events. Spikes can be used in heavy focused events. If you have an event with a lot of time for activities, try using Spike. One of our favorite summer activities is to teach children interested in robotics about Spike Prime with our first LEGO League summer camp. Our student volunteers overview how to use the code and then help kids try it for themselves.
For medium focused events, Events with specific amounts of time can use Spike too. Quick rotations are perfect for pre-programmed Spike. This also allows children to work together like they would in a team setting.
You don't need to teach Spike to create a long-lasting effect either. During our festival events and demonstrations, we showcase our Spike primes and encourage students to come to future events for a chance to learn Spike.
Now, Spike training. Not all of your volunteers know how to use Spike primes. We need to prepare volunteers so they can better support outreach events that include Spike primes. They're going to need to know how to code it, how to use it, and all that sort of stuff. So, one way to do it is Spike training sessions. You should have a designated organizer, leader, or teacher. This is someone that already knows how to program Spike primes and use them, or has spent the time to teach themselves. This leader should encourage all of your teammates to participate in the training sessions. During these training sessions, they'll train the students on the basics of Spike prime block programming. I recommend that you're teaching block programming because it's the fastest one to pick up, and at your outreach events, it's easy for children to pick up as well. This session only needs to be 1 to 1.5 hours at most. What you'll need is a Spike Prime robot and laptops or a desktop. On the computers, you can either have the LEGO Education Spike Prime app downloaded, or you can go to the online website. This is the software you'll be using to program the robots. Another way that you can support your volunteers is with volunteer materials. Each event that includes a Spike Prime may be unique in how the robot is being utilized. The event leader should put together a volunteer packet when needed. It can outline how the robot will be used, if there's specific code the volunteers need to know, and short reminders on how block code works, in case they forget. So, that was some ways to prepare your student volunteers for Spike Prime related outreach events. And you also now know how versatile Spike Prime education can be.
We hope you can integrate Spike robots into your future outreach events.
Thank you!
We thank 1511 Rolling Thunder for their great presentation, and now I will stop recording so that everyone feels comfortable with asking questions.